Robinhood is one of my biggest holdings. I think the company has been executing extremely well, and their Hood Summit introduced some interesting new products. They're going to allow short selling for retail traders, just really building out that trading portfolio. But the biggest thing that's getting the most attention is their social network. Is this going to be something that's going to both attract more people, maybe increase the volume of trades that those people are going to be doing on the Robinhood platform, and then also keep them contained, keep them from churning to other brokerages? I actually have a lot of doubts about this one. I like a lot of the things that Robinhood is doing, but I don't think that building a social platform on a brokerage app is necessarily the right move. I'm going to get to why in just a second. My name is Travis Hoyam. Thanks for watching Asymmetric Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. Thanks to this video sponsor, The Motley Fool. If you go to fool.com/ASYM, they'll give you their top 10 stocks to buy right now. So this is the announcement from Robinhood. Robinhood unveils powerful new tools for active traders at the Hood Summit. I actually want to just touch on some of the other features in just a second, adding more and more to Robinhood Legend, new trading ladders on Legend. They're incorporating their Cortex or AI features a little bit more. So these are all things for very active traders, something that Robinhood really wants to get into. That's not what I'm doing on asymmetric investing. I'm much more of a long-term investor, but there are things that are valuable like short selling and overnight index options. These are going to be now available. You also can link your devices. So now basically have just kind of more of a complete platform if you're on a desktop and a mobile device. So again, I think these are nice to have features, makes trading easier on Robinhood. It is arguably the best trading application, especially on mobile. But what I think is a little bit more important for the business long-term is, can they actually make this a social platform, and what are they actually doing with this? As they call it out, you can see trades unfold live, so you can follow other people. I could potentially put my portfolio out on Robinhood and you could follow exactly what I'm doing, see exactly what I'm doing with my own money. You could track, talk, and trade, so discuss strategies and follow other traders. So think about basically commenting on, why did you make that trade? What's going on with this? You can see a trader's real performance. So check the P&L. That could be really valuable. And then follow insiders, hedge funds, and politicians. So this is something that a company like Autopilot really initiated with the Pelosi tracker. It's become very popular. But here is where I think these things kind of fall apart for Robinhood. If you just look at the platform and what they're showing here, this is the For You tab, and there's For You and there's also following. So this tells you how much of a stock somebody bought, what their return is, and then they can give a little bit of commentary behind what is going on. Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/ASYM for the top 10 stocks to buy right now. This is the kind of social platform that a lot of different companies, a lot of tech companies would like to have. You want to have people interacting and talking on your app. But here's the challenge is, are you incentivizing kind of the wrong things with this sort of a social network? Are you trying to get people to pile into these trades if you have a lot of followers so you can pump and dump? I think that could potentially be a problem. What's the incentive for somebody to actually post their trades? Are people going to be drawn to people who are trading a lot of money versus maybe a better investor who isn't investing as much money? And at the end of the day, if you're trying to build a following on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, there's a way for you to grow that audience and to monetize that social network, that influencer position that you have. Eventually, how are they going to do that on Robinhood? Because that activity, the continual flow of information and trades, is what's ultimately going to be the most valuable. If the only incentive that you have to post your trades on Robinhood is for clout or for sort of these pump and dumps, I think that could be potentially problematic. I'm not saying that having verified trades is going to be a bad thing. I think that's actually a great thing. But what's the full story behind it? If I post a trade that I make and I want to link to an article and say, you know what, this is my full thesis behind it, is that going to be possible? So lots of questions here, but lots of other companies have tried to build social networks around their core technology products, and they haven't been very successful because social networks are not typically in just a tiny niche like this. If you're on a platform like Twitter and you're using that to find research information, is all of your network going to end up moving to Robinhood? Probably not. Same thing here on YouTube. You follow me on YouTube. So I think that's the real challenge for Robinhood trying to build out this network. You have to have millions of people on a social network like that for it to make sense. And I just think the incentives for Robinhood, for people who are making trades, and for those posting on this social feed probably aren't aligned. So a lot of companies are trying this. Spotify is also trying to get into the social game a little bit. Have questions about this actually being successful. So, but we'll see where things go. Like the fact that they're introducing all of these new products. This one may not be the hit that they expect it could be. But let me know what you think about Robinhood Social in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Asymmetric Investing. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.